my class to another lesson and another session of Mr. Horton, the counselor. All right. We're going to have a get down today, and class is going to be focusing on abandonment causes physical, mental, and spiritual damage. Yes, abandonment causes physical, mental, and spiritual damage. All right. Yes. And wow, we got a document here on the wall, and here we go. In life, many people are experiencing different forms of abandonment that has a way of causing what some would call a cause and effect syndrome. The cause and effect syndrome has been the breaking point of causing problems in many families in the western part of this country. Abandonment has caused and is still causing people, families, and society to have several missing links in the structure, of the family. It messes up the whole family structure, and if it stretches up the whole family structure, it messes up more or less the country as a whole. More or less, more it happens. And then it says, abandonment is also a generational disease that runs in families. It runs in families from generation to generation. Today's lesson and questions. Number one, were you ever abandoned by a friend, a family member, parent, or a relationship partner or society? Were you ever abandoned by a friend, a family member, an ex-partner, male, female, whatever? Were you ever abandoned by anyone, or were you abandoned by society? Even people that were abandoned by society may have found themselves incarcerated, found themselves coming out of jail with a felony or a new charge or just an arrest record, period, and going out to the world and felt like, hey, there's no place for me now. Well, there's no opening for me because you've been to jail. So, you can feel like you're abandoned by society. Relationship partners, you know what I'm saying? Someone just like you're not good enough, you're not tall enough, you're not heavy enough, you're not buff enough, you're not light enough, you're not dark enough. And we can feel a sense of abandonment in many of these areas, or even from family. Family is the first place that we experience some of these abandonment issues. So, number two, does anyone believe having a broken relationship with one or both of your parents can make you not trust the opposite sex? Can make you not trust men because daddy was gone. Many women do not trust men because of the broken relationship you may have seen, the way they acting out fights or whatever with watching mama and daddy have these problems. Daddy's gone, so many sons or young male adults or adults tend to not want to trust women because of the broken relationship they may have had with their mom. So these things happen. Number three, does anyone believe a male or female who has been abandoned will bear children with any partner or even an unhealthy partner to keep them from abandoning them? Does anyone believe a male or female, male or woman, who have been abandoned will bear children with any partner or even an unhealthy partner to keep them from abandoning them? Many times people say, man, if I have a if I have a child by her, or if I have a child by him, he will always be in my life. Even if we don't get along, even if we break up, he ain't really or she ain't really going nowhere. Or I own her now because I made a baby with her. Many people believe that. We seem to believe that it's a sick cycle, to bring children in the world just to have somebody to hold on to. All right? Number 4. Have you ever used verbal or physical abuse on your ex-partner or present partner to keep them from leaving you? Have you ever went on and said, you ain't going nowhere, I will beat you down, I will kick your teeth out your mouth, I will do all kind of stuff, insane, right, just to keep you, right, if I have to keep you scared of me, I will make sure that, you know what I mean, I will make sure that even with the fear, even with the violence, that you won't go nowhere. You know, many people believe that's the best tactic, and it believes it works. But I want you to know it's a costly tactic. It can cost someone else their freedom, their peace, and everything, and will sure enough cost you before you know it. You won't have a life at all. You know, and obviously, if you're acting like that, you truly are acting like you don't have a life at that time. You know, so work on yourself. Number 5. Do you or have you ever called your friends in the streets your family? Do you or have you ever called your friends in the streets your family? Many people, I believe, most of the time, doesn't always have to be like this, but many people that have a broken relationship at home and their upbringing in their own blood line family, their biological family, their DNA family, many people that have a broken family life at home tend to go out to the streets and make a family with the people in the streets. Tend to find other broken people that have broken families that don't have a good, healthy family at home. They find them and they all join up together and call themselves family. You know, yes. Okay, number 6. What are you or have you been willing to do to be a member of your street family? What were some of the things that you've been willing to do to be a family member? You know, because many times, as I remember seeing it, is that, you know, you kind of have to do something. You have to, an initiation. You know, I mean, it's different than the biological family, mostly different. You know, out in the street, you know, you have to pass tests. You know, you have to swing on the monkey bars. You have to, you know, you have to do some stuff to actually, you know, be initiated into this familyhood. And then, matter of fact, you got to sometimes keep doing stuff to let them know you're still worthy of your membership. You know, I'm just saying. You know, it's even prices to pay, cash prices, and you know, adventure prices, just different prices that one must do and take to be able to be part of the club. Ain't that something? Number 7. What are some of the things you learned from your street family that can and will guarantee you a happy and wholesome, prosperous life? I mean, what are some of the things that you've learned from the hood that can teach, that has shown you and guaranteed you that you're going to be banked up, plenty of money, plenty of things, plenty of stuff that will last for a lifetime if you follow this particular way of life? What has the family taught you? You know, did they teach you that, hey, man, you know, you can go to jail for the rest of your life, man, and you won't even have to pay a light bill no more. You can be in prison, man, and you won't even have to pay no rent no more for an apartment or no money for a mortgage. You know, did you learn some stuff? You know, because when I was out there, I didn't even know that you can get tax money back if you get a job. I didn't even know the realness about what it was all about, taking care of family. You know, you came back on that all the time, but I don't know what your teaching was. Only you know. So the question was more or less for you, not for me. Number 8. Would you or have you ever physically abused a relationship partner for abandoning you or cheating on you? Have you ever just whooped somebody, whooped your man, whooped his woman because they was trying to leave out the back door? They said, it's over with. Have you ever found yourself physically abusing somebody because they just wanted to leave? They just wanted their freedom. They was tired of you. Did you ever go there? Okay, number 9. Have you ever been known to stalk an ex-relationship partner who you believe escaped and abandoned you without cause? Have you ever stalked them because they left the relationship and they didn't have cause to do it? They didn't have real reason, as you believe, to leave you. They supposed to stay. They supposed to put up with whatever going on. If you were boring, just wasn't no life in you. You didn't take them nowhere. It wasn't nothing to the relationship, and they just wanted something else. They just wanted out, and you was like, you can't leave like that. Have you ever found yourself pulling up to their residence, their apartment, finding out where they moved to, and then, boom, found yourself just stalking, watching their building for days at a time? Have you ever done that? If so, something's wrong there. Something's wrong there. Why hold somebody that don't want to be held? Why hold somebody hostage that don't want to be held? Think about it. Ask yourself. All right. Number 10. Last but not least. We're going to close this out. Okay. Have you ever been known to stalk? Number 10. Last question. Is there anyone here or in this class today or attending this session or looking on to this session today that's willing to admit that they are doing 52 weeks of domestic violence classes because their relationship partner was trying to escape and trying to abandon them, and you did not want them to do it, so you began to get physically unruly, physically insane, physically violent towards this person, towards your mate, towards your ex, because they was trying to get up out of there, trying to escape, and you wasn't going to let them do it. Was that you? Ask yourself. All right. Thanks again for attending this session, which is attending this lesson, which is called our session with the counselor. Yours truly, Mr. James Horton. All right. See you next time. All right.